ready. Oh, just in time. Welcome into Mandy. Welcome in, everybody. It is me, the Taku, and I am finally back from my hiatus. I have to relearn how to speak. I haven't. No, it's kind of like riding a bike. Well, I don't know. If you don't think about it, it doesn't. It's not as hard as it might seem. So I'm just not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna let my thoughts flow out however they flow out, and then we'll just go from there. So welcome into Mandy. Mandy says, welcome back, Taku. Thank you, Mandy. Welcome back as well. Today we are going to be playing a little bit of Darktide. I was kind of unsure what to do tonight. I've kind of conflicting feelings about whether or not to play Darktide, or I almost put Stellar Blade on, but I wasn't really sure how today's stream would turn out and what I felt like doing. Darktide is always a safe bet because if I'm not streaming, I'm playing Darktide anyways. So ultimately, we're playing Darktide. So, and I think the audio level should be okay. There's nothing really happening just yet. Oh well, it seems a little low. Nah, it should be fine. Anywho, but yeah, I just finished grabbing my water. And, yeah. Hold on. And now dinner's ready. So, I'm gonna go grab that, and I will be right back. BRB. Apologies. I'm back. Dinner's ready a lot earlier than I expected. But Mandy says I tried to share my watch streak, but there was an error. What happened? What was the error? Is there... Wait. Are my commands not working? I don't even remember what the... No, my commands are working. It said error sharing watch streak. How are you sharing watch streak? What is that? Is it not a command? Can't believe I spent 1,100 something hours on stream. Notice you never had that on before though. Where? What? It's news to me if I have it on. I've never heard of that. I thought you were talking about the exclamation command. It just popped up to share. A lot of channels have that on, and I used to wonder why you didn't. I didn't know that was possible. Is it like a power-up reward type thing? I don't see it on mine. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know where that is. I don't see it on my side. I'll have to look. And usually it shows up like an anniversary share thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I do see a... Oh. Whoops. I see a review requests thing. That's different, though. Alright, never mind. Alright. So, we're at kind of a difficult spot. I could either eat right this second, or I could wait. It is unfortunately an early dinner time. Like, the moment that I started stream, dinner was ready. The moment I went to grab my water from the kitchen, dinner was, like, almost ready. But you say get dinner over with? Alright. We'll keep Darktide up. But I'll give you guys something to look at least. Whatever that may be. I haven't opened Tiny Glade in a really long time. Looks like your graphics drivers have changed. What? Okay. You guys can't see that, but what the hell is happening here? Nope. All right. I'm gonna switch category for like 2 seconds. Okay. All right. Guys can watch this. There we go. All right. And I'll be right back. All right, let's do this. I just ate 2 hot dogs and some curly fries in record time. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. I didn't finish digesting yet. But we're going to hop back over to Darktide. It would be so funny if somebody joined Tiny Glade and they were like, "Oh, it's so pretty in ASMR." And then I switched to Darktide. Let's see. All right. And we're back. Where's my game? But glad you're still awake, Mandy. Glad you're still awake. I was trying to eat as quick as I possibly could. There we go. Now we're good. All right. There was a close tie for a lot of different things tonight. I've been trying to think about like what exactly it is that I want from the schedule this week, because of the hiatus, things are a little bit behind the original plan. The original plan was to get to the Resident Evil 4 DLC sometime this week. Ultimately, I haven't played much of the campaign lately, so I'm not quite refreshed. I could play the DLC anytime I wanted to, technically, but it doesn't feel right for me to just do that without redoing the campaign. So that one's kind of on a bit of a pause lately. Off stream, I've been playing a lot of Dawn of War and Darktide. And the current event is actually a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. The gist of the event... Oh, I don't know if I want to... do this one. There's more time on that one. Which God of War? No, Dawn of War. The Warhammer game. I've been playing Dawn of War Definitive Edition. So, yeah, the God of War ones, I didn't play those. So, I did not play those at all. My bad, my bad. No worries, no worries. But yeah, I put Dawn of War on pause for a really long time because I wanted to play it after all of the achievements were added. I'm still waiting on achievements to be added. I wanted to play the campaign and I didn't want to burn myself out on all of the Dawn of War content because I knew that a lot of it would be updated even if I did start the campaign. I've been hearing a lot of a lot of the fixes that the developers have been implementing has been breaking people's like campaign saves and such like that. So for that reason, I'm just staying away from campaign. But the plan is to hopefully play the campaign once all of the campaign stuff is done. Oh, sorry, achievement stuff is done. So, I've been playing a lot of skirmish matches. I've been watching a lot of like YouTube videos, and I've been watching some pretty depressing ones. Probably not the best for my mental health, but you know, we ball and all that. Ooh! Oh, thankfully this guy jumped down with me. Hold on. But yeah, man, I heard some devastating stuff. I was watching this, I was watching this YouTube series. It was like the most disturbing things that aired on TV or something like that. Which well, you're asking for trouble when you load up something like that. But I've seen some crazy stuff, dude. So, one of them, okay, let me set the scene, and I'm gonna do my best to tell the story as clearly as I can remember it. I was playing, I've seen this video like, maybe like a week ago by now, and also, I was playing a game at the same time, so I might be getting some details wrong. But, so, I was watching this story about this hostage situation in Brazil. This happened in like I think around like 2004, 2006 or something. I'm not entirely sure what year it was. But the gist of what happened is that this guy, he was like, I think he was like 18 or 19 at the time, and he started dating this like 12-year-old, which, I mean, that's kind of a problem in its own thing, but you know, that small potatoes in comparison to what happens later. So he dates this, he's like 18, 19, he dates this like 12, 13-year-old for like 2 years. And then eventually she wisens up and realizes that he's kind of terrible and an abusive person. So she ends up breaking up with him, and he has like pretty major anger issues. So he devises this plot, okay? He decides that he is going to do a murder-suicide. He was going to kill this girl and then kill himself, okay? So this girl's in high school at this point. So what he does is, this girl, she... I'm trying not to fail the team as well. This girl, she happens to go... Oh, welcome in, Giggles. I was just telling the story about disturbing things from... that appeared on live TV or something. Did I tell you this? Well, okay, so I don't know if I told you this story, but it's about the girl in Brazil. I'll recap. I didn't say a whole lot yet. But yeah, so this absolute freak, he was 18, 19, dating like a 12-year-old at the time, and then he eventually they dated for like 2 years. Eventually, the 12-year-old like realized like, oh, this guy's bad news, and she broke up with him, and he didn't take it very well. He's got some major anger issues, right? So he hatches this like murder-suicide plot where he plans to kill her and then himself. So he waits until she's after school in high school. She brings like 2 friends over to study at her apartment, right? And this guy, her ex-boyfriend, like, his original plan was to go there and like kill her and then himself. So he shows up to the apartment. The apartment is on like, I don't know what floor. It's not on the ground level. It's maybe like 4th floor or something of this apartment complex. And there's like several stories from. Anyways, so the apartment has like one window and like a door basically. Welcome into Darkhung on YouTube as well. It's been a while since your last Crusade battle, brother. Welcome back. Thank you, Darkhung. You're welcome to join Darktide if you'd like, by the way. I'm just telling the story, but welcome in. So this guy, he plans to kill her then himself, right? So he kicks the door in, the apartment door, and he starts waving his gun around, and then he realizes that the girl that he came to kill is there with like two of her like study mates, and then as a result of that, he doesn't know what to do because he didn't expect more than one person to be in the apartment. So he's really unsure about what to do. So he just kind of like stands around for a while, thinking about like, what do I do now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then eventually the dad comes home, and the dad realizes that it's a hostage situation, so he calls the police, right? But Dalkung says, yesterday I wanted to join your crusade, but it seems your chapter full. I talked to chapter master, but I guess I still can't join, so maybe next time? Okay, I'm not sure. Not sure, but if you want to join this one, you just let me know. Just let me know, Dalkung. But Mandy says, why was he gonna kill her? Because she ended it? I think so. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like the mind of a crazy person. It's kind of hard to tell exactly why he wanted to kill her, but I imagine it had something to do with their breakup. So he's a very volatile man. One moment he's like kind of sane, and the next he'll just fly off the handle depending on what people say. This is important to the story. And welcome into Tommy as well. Welcome in. How are you, Tommy? I'm telling a story about this like hostage situation in Brazil that I learned about over the last weekend or something. This didn't happen this happened in like 2004 or something. But I was watching a video kind of explaining what happened, so that's what I'm talking about. But Dalkung says my machine still has a problem that causes my game stuttering and crashing at the same time, so today I'll bring this machine to Mechanicus for a full checkup. Okay. I hope you can enjoy Darktide soon. It's quite good lately. There's a cool event going on right now in Darktide, which I like a lot. I already finished all my my obligations for obtaining rations. Anywho, so yeah, see, going back to the story though, so he kicks in the girl's door. He doesn't really have a plan for there being more than one person, so he's kind of unsure what to do. Eventually the girl's dad comes home and then calls the police because it's a hostage situation. So now the police are swarming the place. Keep in mind, once again, this is in Brazil. This is not in the US, this is Brazil. So, the Brazil police show up. And they're kind of like, ooh, I'm not really sure what to do here because, well, we can't just kick the door in. We should probably be pretty strategic because this guy has a gun, right? So, they start... they kind of like swarm the place. They're kind of like making a giant perimeter, basically, but they're not going in just yet. They're still assessing the situation. So during that time, one of the news stations in Brazil learns about what's happening. And they send a news crew over there. And then, wouldn't you know it, because of how intense the situation is, it becomes a big story with bringing in good ratings, right? So, as a result of that, tons and tons of news stations around the country, all around Brazil, they all realize what's happening, and everybody wants a piece of the news of what's happening here. So now, in addition to the police swarming the place, building this giant perimeter, now there's like news stations across the country also swarming the place because they want in on the latest, right? So now, just to set the scene, there's the crazy ex-boyfriend with a revolver. There is the ex-girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend's two study friends hanging out at the apartment. And the police, they call the phone. These next bits, like, this is how I remember it. I'm gonna try to say it as accurately as I can, but again, I was playing video games while I was watching this explained to me on YouTube. So I might get a few details wrong, but this is how I remember it. So now the police are calling the house phone, and the police are like, look, man, you gotta release hostages, obviously, and they release the. Okay, this part's gonna be hard for me to remember and play the game at the same time. Oh damn, crazy down there. They get him to release. Sorry. They get him to release one hostage. Okay. So things are looking up for the police. You know, they're not quite barging in just yet. We're several hours into the hostage situation at this point. But the police aren't barging in just yet. But, however, they do manage to convince him to release one of the hostages, one of the study group people. So this poor girl gets to go home. Okay? But the problem comes with the news stations, because they're trying to get their scoop, but they are not letting the police take care of the situation. So here's what happens. So everything seems to be going well. The police are managing to convince the guy to let go of one of the hostages. And then the phone rings. And when the phone rings, it's not the police. It's the news station. One of the news stations somehow manages to get a hold of one of the apartment's phone. And initially, they pretend to be a concerned family member, but then they admit, like, oh yeah, we're actually the news. Haha, you're currently live, so tell us about this hostage situation you got going on and whatever, right? Completely inappropriate. And also, not just inappropriate, but also very dangerous to the hostage situation, because now it's not the police in control. Now the police aren't fully in control. Now there's some random news station calling the hostage taker, trying to get their latest scoop on what's happening, which is absolutely bonkers. So at this point, this guy is kind of irritated and getting lied to, but not only that, he comes to realize that it's that the news is reporting on him. And for the first time in his life, he is in the spotlight, and feels like he's the one in control. So, and also knowing that he's on the news means that anytime there's a development in the case, in the hostage situation, now the hostage taker knows about it. So he's sitting in his apartment. Anytime the police move, anytime they move, maybe they set up a sniper somewhere, or they're gonna try a new tactic, the news immediately reports it. They're like, oh, the police are gonna try this. Oh, you can see the police are moving a gun to this room. Or you can see they're moving around over here. They're probably gonna try to break in through this way. The news is reporting all of that, and because the guy is watching the news, he knows exactly what the police are gonna do before they even try it on him, basically. So this goes on for a while. Now we're like several hours in at this point, right? It might even be like over a day at this point. It's now the ex-boyfriend, the ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend's study partner still stuck in that apartment. And now the police are like, okay, clearly he's getting his information from the news, so we need to cut off his supply of news information, so that he can't tell what we're doing. So what they do is they cut power to the whole apartment. Okay. So now the guy's sitting in the dark. He doesn't have the news to rely on to tell him what's happening. Right? Which you'd think this is a good thing, right? And it is. But Mandy says, it's wild they advertise all that stuff on the news, isn't it? And I guess it's what, yeah, it was 2004, so it was a little bit of a different time. I mean, I don't remember when the first smartphone came out, but it was quite a while ago, you know? So it's not like, information today is a little more like readily accessible in your hands, but it's not, well, having live updates from the news is pretty wild, so. But now he's cut off from it. Now he is at the mercy of not knowing what the police are doing. Because the police cut the power, right? So the guy inside, the hostage taker, the ex-boyfriend, he manages to make a deal. He tells the police that he'll release one of the hostages as long as they put the power back on to the apartment. Okay. So the police say, deal. They put the lights back on, and then the ex-boyfriend releases the other study partner. So now at this point, there are it's just the ex-boyfriend and the ex-girlfriend together in the apartment. Okay. Still a hostage situation, but at least the two study partners are out of the building. Now, and the news is back on. Okay, so he knows what's happening outside again. So, now this part, again, I was playing video games while I was watching this YouTube video, so I'm not sure how he managed to do this, but for some odd reason, okay, the hostage taker, he manages to convince the police that, I guess what would make him more amicable is if the police were to bring a hostage back. Okay? So the hostage taker is suggesting that one of the hostages that was freed, you should drive to her house and bring her back into the apartment. And you know what's even wilder? This works, okay? So the police show up. They show up to, like, the girl that most recently got released, one of the study partners. They show up to her apartment and they're like, get into the car. We got some things to talk to you about. And she's like, okay. And she gets into the car, and they literally just like drive her back to the apartment, and then she gets put back into the room with the man with the gun. It's absolutely bonkers, and it makes no sense. Like, I don't really know, like, what was the ultimate goal here? Is there like something? I don't understand how anybody benefits aside from the hostage taker, obviously. Like, what was the goal here? You know, in putting the study partner back in. So now the hostage taker, he has two hostages again. Okay? The police managed to whittle it down to one, but now there's two again. Which makes no sense. But Mandy says, I am so confused by this story. It's confusing to me too. This is what happened, by the way. This is like, you might be asking yourself, why did they do that? Don't know. It's what happened though. But anyways, now they're all kind of chilling in the apartment for a while. Now we're entering hour 50, okay? So this hostage situation at this point has been going on for about 50 hours, 50, okay? Several days worth of hostage situation. And the hostage taker is getting tired, the police are getting tired of putting up with this BS. So the police decide, you know what? We're gonna breach it. Unfortunately, due to the news coverage, they couldn't like rappel in through the window without the guy knowing about it, because the police keep the news keep reporting everything the police does. So the police decide like the front doors are only option. Okay. So the police, in like a random hour, there's, I don't know how many police officers there are. There's like a few police officers, but they plant the charge on the door. Okay. They walk up, they plant the charge on the door, and I'll give you a play-by-play. Okay. I'll give you a play-by-play. They plant the charge on the door. They stand outside of it. They're ready to breach, and the charge explodes. The door opens, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we should go in. Let's go in. So the police wait. Reportedly, they wait between like 7 to 15 seconds after the initial charge. After the door charge explodes, they wait some 7 to 15 seconds before they even jump in. Okay. So in that time, okay, in all that time, the guy with the revolver, he shoots 3 shots. He shoots his ex-girlfriend in the face twice, and he shoots the other girl in the head once, which is just bonkers. And then the police show up and they hit the hostage taker with a rubber bullet. So this guy doesn't die; he just gets shot with a rubber bullet. Okay, and then he gets taken into custody. So he is still alive. The ex-girlfriend is dead. She did not survive, unfortunately. The study partner, the one that got shot in the face once, it somehow managed to go like into or through her head, but it did not hit anything vital. So while she was critical for a time, she actually made a full recovery. So she's fine today. She's alive. She did get shot in the face, but she lived. But unfortunately, the ex-girlfriend passed away from her injuries. So that wraps up the end of that story. The hostage taker is supposedly, due to the laws in Brazil or something, he is eligible for parole after like 20 or 30 years or something like that. Like, he doesn't get the death penalty or a life sentence. He just gets like 20 to 30. Keep in mind, this dude's like 18 or something. Or sorry, like about 20. So he's eligible for parole when he's like 40 or 50. Which is just middle-aged. That's bonkers to me. He really took this girl's like whole life, and he's getting out when he's a middle-aged kid. But you'd think that's the end of the story, but it's not. So this is kind of like a side story that's happening. But what adds like a little extra crazy to the story is that so while this is happening, sorry, we're gonna rewind a little bit. While the hostage situation is happening, okay, the ex-girlfriend's dad is stricken with grief, you know, because his daughter's being taken hostage. So he's really worried about her. And so worried that he ends up having to go to the hospital. So, and of course the news is reporting on every single movement, right? So the news reports like outside of this guy's house, and they show on live TV the dad getting put into or on a stretcher and wheeled to the ambulance. Okay. And you know what's interesting? Because of how popular the story was, and all the coverage and all that, there was a lot of eyes watching this unfold on live TV, watching him get put into the stretcher, right? But one of these pairs of eyes belongs to a detective. A detective who just so happens to remember a case of like first-degree murder, a gang murder that happened several years ago, and a fugitive on the run. And wouldn't you know it, the detective just so happens to see the face of the man he's been looking for so long, which is the dad. So it turns out that the ex-girlfriend's dad is a wanted fugitive for a gang murder several years prior. And due to the live coverage, the detective finally found the guy that they were looking for. So the dad was under arrest. So, and I know that's kind of like a left field plot twist that has little to do with the main story, but I just, well, when I heard that described to me when I was watching the video, I was like, what the hell? What is this? What is this subplot happening? But yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't remember what his name was, but the gist of it is that if the police were looking for like a guy named Lawrence, the dad went by the name Rents. It was kind of like he went by like the latter half of his first name, the name that the police were looking for. So, anyways, that's what happened. Pretty crazy. But Mandy says these police were effing idiots. I absolutely, positively agree. Not only that, I absolutely agree with you. But supposedly, according to the video, well, I don't think anything happened to the police, but I heard that the media that reported on the case, they were never like charged or took responsibility for having meddled in the investigation to begin with, which I feel is that's not right. I mean, to be fair, once again, this is not the US, this is like Brazil, so I don't know what kind of laws apply to Brazil stuff, but yeah, pretty much everybody involved in that, the police, media, completely unharmed. They just meddled with the hostage situation and they got off with zero consequences. But yes, it is one of the worst stories. Absolutely bonkers, and I can't imagine the very unfortunate horrors of especially being in that situation for like 50 hours. Anyways, but yeah, there's that story. There's like other random stuff. I don't really know how much I want to like talk about some other stuff. Some stuff is like just generally really depressing. I mean, that one was pretty bad. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty bad. But yeah, I've seen some things, man. I've seen some things. I might need a refresher on some of the stuff I saw. I saw this other one. I don't know how many people died, if any, but I saw this video about like a soccer championship or something that was happening somewhere in the world. I think this was like around 2005 as well. But they for some reason, I think this like soccer stadium was going to be retired, but the soccer stadium was going to be retired. It was made out of like, the stands are made out of wood, and there was just a bunch of trash at the bottom, and at some point during the game, someone like flicked a cigarette into the trash underneath the bleachers, and as a result of all the trash and all the wood, the whole thing caught fire within like 5 minutes. Like, what? The whole thing was just a giant blazing inferno. Which, that's pretty much all there is to the story. But anywho, but I agree, Giggles, it is atrocious. But Mandy says the ex-girlfriend had the worst luck and the worst life. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. I don't know, like, it's just unfortunate that I feel like just every step of the way that whole hostage situation was absolutely botched. Like, I feel like if this took place in the US, like, SWAT would probably, like, kick the door in within, like, an hour tops. You know? Like, I don't think they'd wait 50 hours and attempt to negotiate. I'm pretty sure they would just kick the door in. And I'm sure they'd be successful, too. So, the idea that that this man managed to get away with it is insane. But Mandy says they left the 14-year-old alone with her captor, then brought a hostage back. Insane. I absolutely agree. Like, I don't remember exactly why they brought her, one of the hostages back, but it's just insane. Like, I don't understand what is there to gain, you know? That's just bonkers. But no, that so the only people that died were it was just the ex-girlfriend, really. The ex-girlfriend got shot twice. The ex-girlfriend's study buddy that got brought back in, she got shot once, but the ex-girlfriend that got shot twice, she died, and then the girl that got shot once, she lived. So, and I don't know how true this is, but I was reading the YouTube comments, and they said that that in Brazil, either in Brazil or in some, like, whoever this was doing the journalism class, she said that in their journalism class, they're taught this case specifically as a learning opportunity of, like, what not to do under any circumstances. You know, do not be getting in the way of police trying to do their jobs in freeing a hostage and all that such, you know. So, but yeah, I feel like it kind of goes without saying not to interfere in a hostage negotiation. Definitely goes without saying, but apparently it needs to be said for some reason. So, yep. Yepers. So those are the kinds of videos I was watching on my hiatus or so. I've just been all over the unfortunate depths of YouTube. There's been, like, other stuff I watched too. Oh, so I have another one. This one's not as depressing. But was that a Rotten Mango video? I'm not sure. If it's a YouTube series called like the worst things that ever aired on TV or something like that. Welcome into Appy. Welcome in. Appy, did you hear about the hostage situation in Brazil in, like, 2004 or something? That's what we're talking about. But this guy on YouTube, he has a series for like the worst things that happened on live television, and it's a several-part series, and one video is specifically dedicated to discussing this case. So if Rotten Mango has that video, then it's probably Rotten Mango. But look who we have here. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Also, at Appy, this Darktide event is nutty. They're giving me, like, double the ammo reserve for this gun for this event, and I'm just mag dumping into everything. It is awesome. The downside is that everything's covered in fire, as you can see. It is awesome. So, but yeah, I do have one more story that I can remember. This one I'm a little bit fuzzier on the details, but there was this internet search recently for the Backyardigans pilot episode. So supposedly, like, I think Nickelodeon or something had released a video, like a random promo video, and one of those, for 3 seconds within their like promotional video, viewers had noticed that there's a 3-second clip of a live-action Backyardigans, the kids' TV show, and in seeing that, the internet was like, "What the hell is that?" And they it essentially started this giant hunt for the Backyardigans pilot, because Nickelodeon themselves was refusing to let anybody see the original pilot as it was pitched before it became an animated series. So that's an interesting rabbit hole to dive into. The long story short is that they were doing this like giant search, making these giant like Discord community groups to try to like collectively ask different like showrunners and whatnot to see if they had a copy of the original pilot and blah blah blah. And then there was some drama because apparently some of the people that were originally working on it, that actually had the pilot, were just trolling inside of these groups and pretending that they didn't have the pilot even though they did. A certain level of mysticism regarding like whether or not they're legally allowed to share the pilot, what could be in the pilot, stuff like that. So that's really interesting. But what in Brazil in 2004 asks that. I was watching this YouTube video that was highlighting a hostage situation that occurred in like around 2004 or something in Brazil, in which this guy was going to do this like suicide murder plot, but ultimately that killed me. I knew that was coming, but I thought I could jump through the window in time. Anyways, so this guy had hatched a murder-suicide plot to kill himself, or kill his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and then himself. But ultimately, he showed up to his ex-girlfriend's apartment. The ex-girlfriend had two study friends over, and when he kicked the door in to try to kill her, he realized that there's 2 other people in there he didn't expect to be there, so he wasn't really sure what to do, and then as a result he took too long. The dad came home, realized there was a hostage situation, called the police showed up, the news heard about it, the news showed up, the police tried to get this guy to release the hostages. The police were kind of successful to start in getting him to release one hostage, but then the news started interfering and the news started calling the apartment, trying to get their scoop and whatnot. And as a result of that, it started interfering with the hostage negotiations. And then eventually they managed to like get him to release one person, but then he released another person, but then the hostage taker managed to convince the police to bring like another hostage back or something like that. It was just a mess. I mean, in saying all this, that's pretty much the gist of it. So, it was genuinely awful. And then eventually at hour 50... Oop, my bad. Eventually at hour 50, the police kind of get tired of all these shenanigans and they decide to breach the door. So they breach the door, but then they take like 7 to 15 seconds to even enter after breaching, and in that time that man manages to kill the ex-girlfriend and one of the study partners. And then the police eventually they shoot him with a rubber bullet, which doesn't kill him, and then they take him into custody. Yeah, anyways, but yeah, that's the story. That's the whole story. But anywho, But yeah, the backyard against pilot thing, I don't really know how to explain that very well, because that one's actually a really long... That one's a really long... I was getting kind of irritated when I was watching that video. Because it was... Ooh. What the hell? It only occurs to me now that the team wasn't anywhere near me, which is kind of crazy. So, certified Darktide moment. I've been getting a little better at the whole team thing. The trick I found in Darktide, I personally find the trick to doing well in Darktide is to not sprint unless you're trying to catch up with the team. I mean, I don't always follow that, but I do generally try to sprint a little less. I feel like it helps me to keep pace with other people a little better. Otherwise, I rush too far ahead. Anyway. But yeah, Darktide's been pretty good lately. I'm really excited for the 11. They had recently announced that they're going to be releasing... they're going to be announcing a new class on the 11. And supposedly there's a possibility that that new class is going to arrive in December. I'm not really sure yet. They said that there's new content coming in December and that they're going to announce the new class in November. So I'm not really sure if they're going to wait till next year to do the new class, but I hear that they're going to go on hiatus soon. Like, I guess that's what Fat Shark does, in that they release a new update and then they just take a break. Which I kind of feel like if they do that, then it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for them to release a new class. Because why would you make a giant, like a major change to the gameplay and then go on a break? You know, that doesn't really make sense to me. So they might not do it after all. Or they might not release in December the new class. But they're definitely going to be announcing the new class. Definitely going to be announcing the new class in November. So, and speaking of new stuff that's coming out, the new Metal Gear multiplayer is coming out on Friday. My expectations are very low for the game. Honestly, I expect it to be hot garbage. I will definitely be playing it on stream or off stream. Regardless, I'm definitely going to be playing it. Not saying I'm going to like it. I'm definitely going to play it. I might as well give it a shot, you know. But anyways. But Appy says I've been playing this new game called Escape from Duckov. It's pretty fun. You mean... is it like a Tarkov kind of game? Are there ducks? A lot of them. Sounds cool. Nice. Nice-oo. Very nice. I've been wanting to get into something new lately. Darktide is always my go-to, but dude, this muskrat guy's not even moving. Anyway, so Darktide's always been my go-to. Like, I love this game. Oh well, yeah, I guess it depends what you ask me, but generally I love this game. And I don't know, like I've been debating whether or not to get Battlefield 6, because my thought is, like, I love Battlefield, but I don't know if I $70 to $100 love Battlefield, you know? I like it. I don't know if I like it that much. But I think if I'm likely to get anything, it's probably Battlefield. I did get I recently bought Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks, which is like the orc racing game that released a few months ago. And I'll have you know, all of you out there, all of you Warhammer 40k fans out there, do not buy it. Do not. I actually requested a refund. And the game itself, it's okay. I mean, I did like the tutorial, so I didn't really get like into the real meat and potatoes of it. But the problem is that there's like 30 to 100 players playing globally. Like when I was doing the tutorial, I checked the multiplayer to see what servers there were. There was like 4 servers. And they had like 10 people each. So, in that way, I'm like, there's... Ooh, I almost shot that. In that way, I'm very much like, yeah, this game is not going to survive, and I want my $8 back, so, yeah. Ultimately, I decided not to play it any further, and to just request a refund. The game itself was okay. I didn't even get the chance to play multiplayer, but I just knew it wasn't going anywhere. So, on top of that, who asked, you know? Who asked for, like, you know what would be fun? Is if we made an orc multiplayer Mad Max shoot-'em-up game with racing, but also shooting. It's like, what? I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting concept, don't get me wrong. But it's not like, woo! I dodged off the edge. But it's not like Darktide, you know? Where people are like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be cool to be just like a peon in the Imperium fighting the forces of who knows what? Like, I see the audience for that, but like, the part where they're like, oh yeah, let's go fight some orcs. We're gonna be orcs fighting orcs in this Mad Max racing game. Cool concept, that's why I got it. But ultimately there's nobody that really wants to play the game. So, yeah. So that's what happened. But Appy's gonna wait for a sale. What the? Oh, my bad. Appy's gonna wait for a sale. Battlefield series is pretty solid player base, even 6 to 7 years after release. You can still find full servers of Battlefield 4. Yes. I guess. I don't know. I guess I've just been kind of like itching to play something new a little bit. The main thing I'm waiting for is Dawn of War to finally just be done with the major updates. That way I can play Dawn of War 4 and get all my achievements and whatever. And while I wait for that, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. You know? I mean, aside from play Darktide, but I play Darktide all the time. I'm literally having a full conversation with you guys and doing just fine in Darktide. Doing well, dare I say. Don't mind the dog just now, but doing well. But Mandy will be BRB. I hope you enjoy your BRB. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, man. I almost, oh, my bad. I didn't realize this guy wasn't untied. Oh, whoops. He's being helped. So, I almost made today's stream Stellar Blade. I was kind of unsure about what to do, but I thought that, like, it's been a while since I streamed. It's been about a week. Well, I actually, taking 2 Saturdays off, kind of disorienting. It's kind of nice at the same time. I very much needed a break. And not to say that I don't like talking to you guys. I do. I just needed a bit of time to sit around, reflect, sit in silence for 2 weekends. And you know, I feel better generally, ready to take on the streaming world once again. and I really wanted to have more of a chatting stream today. So for that reason, I was like, yeah, I can't really play stuff late today, because if there's like cutscenes all over the place, then I can't really talk while I play my game. But yeah, there's a lot of changes I want to make. I'm gonna keep a lot of them to myself for now, I feel, but I feel like I have a bit of a better mindset going into stream. You know? But Appy says, these days I just rotate between Mega Bonk, Duck Hop, and Tiny Aquarium. Nice! For me, it's Dawn of War and Darktide. And whatever YouTube video I'm watching that day. But yeah, I'm all over the place lately. Oh, and I wanted to play Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Demon Hunters as well. Don't really know where that fits into our schedule, but I started the tutorial off stream. And I was like, ooh. I initially wasn't gonna play it on stream, but then after having done the tutorial, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this would be fun for stream. So, I think I'm gonna try it on stream and just kind of see where that goes. And if I'm not really feeling like it's a stream thing, then I'll just take it offline. But I was having a lot of fun with the tutorial. Pretty cool too. I didn't really have much of a chance to check out the Grey Knights. But Giggles says, what are you doing for Halloween? I am glad you asked. Now then. Halloween sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't. Nothing. I mean, the short answer is nothing, obviously. But, well, I mean, it falls on Friday, right? So I guess it would be a stream day, technically. I'm not really sure what we could do on Friday. Currently, this week, I'm pretty much just going to play whatever I feel like as we ease back into the stream schedule. Honestly, realistically, it could just be Darktide. You know? Sometimes you just need a little bit of heretic battles to really cap your week, you know? I don't know what I do otherwise. This is really dumb. I don't know why I did this. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I do otherwise. There's not really much to do on Halloween. I mean, it's not like I'm not the age to be going on trick-or-treating, obviously. I mean, yeah. I was gonna say, I guess adults can do they can't really do trick-or-treating. I mean, I guess you could, like, take a kid if you were, like, an adult taking your child to go trick-or-treating, then I guess that's fine, but, like, I'm not gonna be, like, a grown man with no kids, like, going to people's front doors to, you know? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't think that's a good idea. And I don't really have any way to dress up. I don't have any. I thought I would kill the sniper first. Ooh, this guy is risky. He's risking it all. That guy is risking it all. But you know, back in college, I don't know if you guys remember, there was an era, there was a Shia LaBeouf era where he put on a paper bag at like a red carpet event, and the paper bag said, "I'm not famous anymore." I don't know if you guys remember this. I remember this. So that was my Halloween costume. That was my Halloween costume. I dressed up as Shia LaBeouf, in a way, technically. But I dressed up as Shia in his I'm Not Famous Anymore paper bag mask. Pretty funny, I must say. Speaking of child stars, I was watching a bit of Drake and Josh analysis videos. I know that's like really random, but I don't know why. I've just been watching like, because I mean Drake and Josh is a part of my childhood, you know, and I don't know, just oh. Hold on. Go, go, go. But yeah, I was watching a bunch of Drake and Josh analysis videos. Pretty interesting. And also pretty interesting, I don't want to go into detail on this because of the subject matter, if you catch my drift. But I was also, like, listening to kind of like explanations about like the Quiet on the Set documentary and what was happening with Drake Bell at that time and like one of the lawsuits that occurred after that and such like that. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy the to hear about in vague detail to hear about the abuses that Drake Bell had suffered while on the Nickelodeon set. That was pretty wild. Hold on, there's a sniper somewhere. The hard part is that my my bad, I didn't. Oh. I screwed up. I don't know what's happening, but I made a mistake. I think I'm dead, to be honest with you. I honestly don't think the team even knows I'm down. I also don't remember who I rescued a moment ago. It might have been that Ogren right there. The Ogren is bold, though. Go, go, go. That Ogren is bold. I've been noticing lately, when I play these events, I've been noticing that people tend to not go for the boss. I feel like it's kind of a given, you know, to take out the boss because of how much of a problem the boss is if you don't attack it immediately and in a group. I don't know why people in this game are just not even in the vicinity of the boss sometimes. They just run away, you know. He says occasionally. Hey. Hold on. But Giggle says, what are you going to dress up as this year? Nothing. I don't have any plans to... I mean, I gotta, like, do work, of course. But aside from work, I don't plan to be outside at all. I don't have any, like, parties to be going to or anything like that, so... I don't really see a need to dress up, and on top of that, I don't have... That one was my fault. On top of that, I don't really have anything to dress up as, even if I wanted to, you know? I don't know what these guys are doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I went down first, and that's kind of on me, but... Like, what the hell's happening here? I'm dead. But what if kids knock on your door for candy? That's the trick. They will not. And if they do, I'm not opening the door. That is the secret, you see. See, I don't think this muskrat guy is even paying attention. You know how long that Ogren was pinned? I don't think this guy is... I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not like bad. But he's not really helping either, you know what I mean? Insane! Insane. See, I don't even know where Muskrat is right now. You know what I mean? Like, all the way over there. You see? This is what I mean. I don't... Laggy BS game. I don't know if lag is the problem. You see, this is one of those moments where I'm like, you know, if you came this way before it was coated in fire, then it wouldn't be coated in fire. You see... You see the problem? Anywho, also, PSA for any Darktide people. If you want to play Darktide, you're in. Just let me know, and you're on the team. I don't care about skill level. I mean, I'm roasting these guys, but they're rando pubs. So. But yeah, if kids knock on my door, sorry, no candy. Let me plug my headset in. My headset's running out of battery. There we go. Alrighty. It's been hot lately, man. It's been so hot. Excuse me. Alright. Should I? I'll just queue up again. I'm just going for it. Tonight's the night, baby. I don't know if I'll play Darktide all night. Although I'm not really sure what else we do otherwise, you know? I mean, I love Darktide, but Darktide's usually more of my, like, the game I play when I'm watching YouTube, you know? But Giggle says, is it hot in here or is it just me? OMG, Taku, I reinstalled Bumble. How's it going over on Bumble? I know how it's going for me. I'm crying on the inside, by the way. I'm on a mission to smooch someone before November. I believe. I believe in you. You can do it. I absolutely believe. Games for watching YouTube or Twitch. Yeah, this is... The whole reason I put this on was just so I could have like a chatting stream with you guys, basically, because I can play this game, like this is the game I play when I'm watching YouTube. I can play this game pretty mindlessly, so, you know, you understand. But I'm gonna wear cat ears for Halloween. Ah, yes. The classic happy cat ear. It's been a while since I've seen the happy cat ear, actually. It's been a while. Wow, it's been... Yeah, it's been like about a year now, huh? About a year. Happy cat ears. Been almost 2 years since I had a smooch or a date. I had a date the other week. I told you guys this already, but it didn't go very well for me. My last smooch, even longer than that. 4 days you got this, so true. Have cat ears, we could be twins, so true. A year since smooch. I don't know, man. I wish for smooch, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I honestly, I mean, nothing against people that can smooch super quick, but for me, it's not for me, man. I can't. Realistically, I don't like. I don't know where somebody's mouth's been. You know what I mean? Good mouth hygiene and whatnot. If I don't know somebody, well, I don't know if I'd be like, oh, hello, girl from date 2, would you like to smooch? You know? I don't think I'm bold enough. I'm too germophobic, I guess. But I would like a date. Ooh. Bruh. Insane. Alright. Well. This is the Darktide experience in its rawest form. Nothing quite like just getting yeeted off the map by an exploding barrel. It's truly my favorite experience in all of Darktide. There's nothing quite like it. Also, speaking of chatting stuff, what I actually wanted to do tonight, I wanted to play Dawn of War, but I wanted to have the computers fight each other, and then we would make bets on who would win. The problem is that you can't make an all-computer battle. Like, you need to be part of the fight, which is just sad. So, ultimately, I couldn't do that, but it'd be really fun to do that. But I've been waiting for love and connection. Now I just want to be touched. It's going to be aggressive this time around. I'll just be like, come here. OMG, my bad, y'all. And shoot your chat like it was a private group chat. No worries. I, too, yearn for a hug. I yearn to be hugged. I'll stop oversharing now. Just know what type of timing I'm on. Understood, Giggles. Understood. It seems we're gonna be on the floor for a bit. Kill that guy. There we go. Nice. I really like that Psyker's outfit. Very cool. Hilly. I also really want that budding interrogator. Whatchamacallit title. I don't have one on my character right now. I feel like it kind of looks better without one. Because the only one I have to show off is dedicated to depth, which is, it's not bad, but it's one of the more generic titles, and I don't really feel like showing off my generic title, so I'll just not show it. It's Giggles' hunting season, and when I'm yearning for cuddle, I grab squigs. Aww. Squiggies. The little squiggies. Yeah, man. I would like a girlfriend, please. Girlfriend, please. Hold down hand. Girlfriend, please. Oh, actually, that reminds me, I actually got a message from someone I matched with on the dating app. She said, "How's it going?" and I didn't reply. And there's a reason for this. She's on a different island, and I was kind of like, I don't really know if I want to talk to somebody that doesn't live on the same. Well, anyways, but yeah. Ultimately, kind of dropped the ball there, but the ball was kind of already dropped before I even started. But welcome in, the Crusader. Welcome in. Abelard, our Lord, has returned to bring out the best Amasek we have. Welcome back, Crusader. You're welcome to join Darktide if you'd like, by the way. Welcome in, welcome in. And I have a stuffed pig icon. Oh. Stuffed pig, you say? Stuffed pig. So, a little bit of lore about me. I think I've shared this already, but, like, when I was in maybe, like, high school-ish, I started sleeping, like, hugging a pillow. And now, it's kind of hard for me to, like, sleep through the night unless I'm actively hugging a pillow. Like, it feels really weird to, like, not be hugging a pillow, so I have, like, this dedicated pillow that I hug when I sleep. Because I can't comfortably fall asleep otherwise. I don't know what to do with my hands. There's so many dogs. I mean, I know that's the modifier, but good grief, man. Oh, baby. I'm just mag dumping. Damn. What's that ammo? Oh, baby. Just a moment. Trying to prevent team wipe. Oh, I knew that. I knew I was gonna get shot too. Nice. All right. But Crusader says, I was just thinking about sending a message to the Discord to see how everyone was doing. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you for your consideration of us. Thank you, thank you. But as for me, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I wouldn't say I'm good, but it could be worse, you know. I'm doing okay. But Mandy says, weird Mandy lore. When I was a kid, I slept with a pillow over my face because I was scared at night and thought that disguised me being in the bed. Risks suffocation. At least the monsters will think that I am dead. Ooh! Ah, damn it, I thought I was in the invulnerability period. It's not. Oh, I should probably step back. Can't really do that now, but I did do it for years. Interesting, Mandy lore. Interesting. Taku definitely owns anime waifu hugging pillow. Honestly, no. However, if somebody sent me one, I would 1000% use it. Like, it's one of those things that I'm like, I probably wouldn't buy this for myself. Realistically, I don't think I would spend money on it. But if it were convenient, like, if we're, like, just there, I would definitely be using it. I would have no objections. Zero objections to using an anime body pillow. Zero objections. It'd be awesome, actually. But Taku, you aren't alone. I also have a dedicated sleeper pillow. Oh, Crusader! Yeah, man. Like, I need one. It's just so weird to sleep without one. Even when I wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes the pillow falls to the ground. I'm just like, where the hell is my pillow? Like, I feel so incomplete without it. You understand. But I had a body pillow back in the day. It's so cozy, so true. Forgot about body pillows. Kind of peak. So true. I used to have one at my grandparents' house. I don't know what happened to it, but it's pretty fun. It was a nice time. It was a nice time. That was back when I would, like, we put out a foam. I'd, like, sleep on the floor. It's essentially, like, you can think of it as, like, a floor blanket, almost. They put out a floor blanket and, like, a long body pillow, and I would just sleep on the ground. It was pretty awesome. Oh! Welcome into Hurricane. See, Mandy, is this what you were trying to do earlier? The watch streak reached? Like, when did this happen? I've never seen this before. But welcome into Hurricane. Welcome in. 3-stream streak. Very nice. Thank you so much for the support, Hurricane. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for the support, really. This goes for everybody. Thanking Hurricane specifically for the notification, but thank you all for the support. It does mean a lot. And Ghost would just lay on top of you and go to sleep. They're looking for Mandy. All they find is bed. All they find is bed and a very faint breathing noise beneath pillow. More like murderer walks in, checks bed, finds no one there, leaves. Ah, I see. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I thought it was more like avoiding a mystical being. Like a ghost. Or a monster of some kind. Hold on, I might have to lock in. There's something weird happening. Okay, that's what it is. My Darktide senses were like, I don't know if there's a good team coherence, and I'm just right. There's some guy that's standing far away. John Cena over there is just absolutely winging it. Huzzah! And that's the watch stream I was talking about. Streak. Ah, thank you. Thank you for the Hydrate Crusader. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. That's honestly the first time I've seen that. I do not remember seeing that ever. It's really cool, though. It's very cool. I didn't know you could get points from that, too. That's true. I don't know why yours aired out then, Mandy. I don't know why it would air out. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's see. Did somebody say peak? So true. What if we send you a Jesse pillow from Dead Rat Dude? No joke. That would genuinely be so peak. A Jesse body. I still don't understand. Okay, genuinely, this is a serious conversation now. I don't know why I'm the only one. I feel like I'm the only one that likes Jesse from Dead Rising. There's something about Jesse that just like does it for me. I don't know how you guys don't see it. I mean, this isn't to say I'm not like an Isabella hater by any means. There's something about Jesse that just like, I don't know, man. There's something about Jesse that I'm like, ooh, you know? Isabella, I'm like, ooh. But Jesse, I'm like, ooh, you know? You know what I mean? Jesse, just like, you know? You know what I mean? Anyways, but yeah, I don't know why I'm the only person that likes Jesse, but Jesse is so peak. Jesse is like top tier to me. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to drink a John Darktide after the win. I'm gonna drink right now. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. That guy took the ammo I was eyeing. So upsetting. But use your anime wife. I don't know who my anime waifu is. I mean, aside from, I don't know if you could consider Jessie an anime waifu. I mean, technically she's not an anime. She's in a Japanese game, technically, but I don't know if I'd say she's, an anime waifu. And it's been a while since I've watched like a proper anime, I feel. The latest this is an animation. Damn it. The latest animation I watched was Marvel Zombies. And let me tell you guys, this goes for everybody here, okay? Marvel Zombies, it sucks. I'm sorry. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. It sucks. And I'm pretty sure that anybody that watches it is going to agree with me. And in the show's defense, I did not watch the What If thing with Marvel Zombies, but it's like all the interesting stuff takes place before the show starts. You know? And then it follows like a bunch of like, not even like B tier characters. They're all like C tier at the highest. And it's not like, it's got like Avengers in it, but you might be asking yourself like, oh, I wonder how the Avengers got to this point, or what happened to this character, or why is this person just a head floating in a jar instead of being in their normal suit, and blah blah blah. The show never explains this. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, Ant-Man is a head floating in a jar. And you might be asking yourself why? The show will never explain it. It'll just be like, yep, he's in a jar now, and you're just like, okay. You know? I don't know. I mean, the fight scenes were cool. But they were so few and far between. And in terms of the story, all the interesting stuff happens before it takes place, generally. And the interesting stuff that does happen is kind of short. And it's also very kind of open-ended in a lot of different ways, which I'm not a big fan of in this case, so it's kind of whatever. Anyways, that is my Marvel Zombies rant. I will say though, my anime waifu, I think I will pick Ghislaine from Mushoku Tensei. Don't look that up. But let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of far behind in some chats. I love talking to you guys. I'm also trying not to die, and there's a lot happening. Actual ATV in my Warhammer game. Actual ATV Off-Road Fury in my Warhammer game. Dude, who's shooting at us? I can't. Oh, probably over there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's one, anyways. Okay. Bruh. Okay. Let's see. Wanted you to have it last year because mine would have been the 97 stream watch streak. Nice. Man, that is a really cool feature, though. It is super, super cool. Oopsie. Isabella, so true! Just finished Apothecary Diaries, what y'all been watching. The last thing was Marvel Rivals. The documentaries about late... Mandy, are we getting the same YouTube recommended? Because I feel like mine isn't like 90s. Mine is more like 2000s. But I've been getting a lot of like videos about like 2000s like analysis of whatever. Like Drake and Josh, for example. It'll be like, here's the best Drake and Josh episode. Here's the best iCarly episode. Here's why that happened in iCarly was the craziest thing. Stuff like that. 90s though? I mean, I guess they're... Like... Videos mentioning Zoe 101 appeared in my feed. I never watched Zoe 101, by the way. I hear it... Or, well, that or I was too young to remember. Oh, dude! Sorry. I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. I need to say this. For all of you Christians out there that had grown up in, like, Christian... There's no way I awoke the demon host. Just, there's no way. Insane. They're not even watching. I'm so dead, dude. It's actually over for me. Yep. Well, off I go, getting sucked into another dimension. Anyways. Okay. All of you Christians out there who have grown up in Christian church camp kind of things, listen up, okay? Serious. Have any of you ever seen almost like a squirrel puppet in like church camp on TV? It's like a squirrel puppet goes on like adventures and whatever, and I have this vague memory of the squirrel puppet going swimming, like they're like on a boat, and the squirrel puts scuba gear on and like heads down into the depths of like the reef. This isn't like a point of view from the squirrel, right? So the squirrel's exploring the reef, and then some guy comes with scissors and like cuts the squirrel's oxygen supply, so he starts like screaming underwater, just like ah, and like bubbles are going everywhere. And then there's like a screen cap being like, will the squirrel survive? I know how bonkers that sounds, like without having seen it, but I had this... See, Crusader says it's vaguely familiar. So what's crazy, right, is that I have this memory, and I feel like I'm the only one. Like, I can't tell if it's like a fever dream, but I was like, I could have sworn I was at church camp, and I saw, like, we would watch these church videos, and in one of them, a puppet squirrel goes down into the reef, and then someone cuts his oxygen tube, so he starts drowning. And then the episode kind of like fades to black or just cuts out. Right? So the other day, I went online and I started like I went to Google, and I wrote something in there. I wrote something in there being like squirrel puppet boat drowning or something like that. Christian camp, something. Anyways, the bottom line is that I found it. I actually found it. Like, it's not a dream. I actually found the clip. And for you, Crusader, Crusader says, I've been to summer Bible camps for much of my kid life, and I vaguely remember one of them having that. For you, Crusader, I have the video. If you would like to relive your childhood, a vague, strange memory of it, I've got it. It's actually insane. Watching the clip as an adult, I'm like, what? I was watching it like, what the hell am I looking at? It's so weird. Like, first off, the squirrel is a lot chunkier than I remember. I mean, I guess that's kind of neither here nor there, but the squirrel, the puppet is a lot like larger than I remember it being, and the squirrel goes diving, and some guy literally shows up with scissors and like starts... Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was watching a little bit of like snippets of the episode, and the squirrel starts like wondering whether or not it can breathe underwater, and there would be like, you know, like SpongeBob title cards almost. It was kind of like that. It would be like, it said something like, can faith let you breathe underwater or something? I don't know. Anyways, and then the squirrel goes like down into the depths of the ocean to look at the reef, and some guy literally shows up with scissors. Like, they have a shot where this guy's raising his hand with the scissors in it, and then suddenly he like cuts the oxygen line of the squirrel, and then there's like a bunch of bubbles covering the screen, and like there's some like SpongeBob title card being like, will the squirrel survive? Find out in the next episode or something. It's like, I feel like I was like 7 when I watched this. I feel like this is too, you know, getting your oxygen supply cut underwater, I feel is like, is you know, in my personal, now I'm not a doctor, nor am I a policeman, right? But can't believe that downed me. But I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure that's attempted murder, you know? Pretty sure. I mean, you know, you can't really be 100%, but I'm pretty sure. Anyways, sorry, I wanted to bring up that tangent. I need to know. It seems like Crusader remembers this, but like, for a while I was feeling like a crazy person. Welcome into Kitsune. Kitsune, have you ever watched Have you ever been to Christian Bible camp and watched a video about a puppet squirrel that goes diving in a reef in scuba gear, and then he gets his oxygen line cut and starts drowning underwater? You ever watch one of those? Because if you have, I found the original. I can actually show you what the video looks like. Actually, I think after stream, someone might have to remind me, but after stream, I'm gonna try to post it to the Discord just so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. It's so bonkers. Like, I cannot believe that was shown to me when I was like 7. I don't actually know what age I was, but I was really young. I know that much. I was definitely really young. Anywho, but Mandy says, Taku, I might fall asleep. I'm so sorry. There's no need to apologize. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. If you fall asleep, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. But, Kitsune! Mama! That sounds like a horror film. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to call it a horror film, but it certainly wasn't kid-friendly, despite being a kid show. And see you all next time. Good night, good night. Have a wonderful night, Mandy-chan. Have a wonderful night. There we go. But, yeah, I gotta post that to Discord later. I encourage all of you to check it out, because it's genuinely one of, like, the weirdest things. One of, like, my weirdest memories that I could swear it happens, but I don't. I haven't ever found confirmation until recently. Hold up. Oh, yep, I'm going back for it. Thank you. Hold on, I got a mag jump real quick. Go, go, go! Go! Alright, not bad. Kitsune Crusader High. And good night, Mandy. Remember the cuddle pillow, so true. The cuddle pillow. Ooh. Oh, that killed someone. Help. John C. Oh. We're hanging on by a thread right now. Oh, wow. Nice work, Kenneth. Oops. That's not what I meant to say. There we go. I gotta pee. Dude, we don't have to rescue Tilly. Brother. No, don't do... I agree. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, I have to go with them. If I don't go with them, I'm dead too, so... This is genuinely so dumb. This is one of the dumbest things I've seen in Darktide. By far. This is so stupid. It's not like we're playing on easy either. We're playing on Auric. Okay, well. Yes, we made it. As long as the AI director doesn't just throw the kitchen sink at us, we'll probably be fine. We're like practically back anyways. Very cool. Very cool indeed. I gotta pee so bad, dude. I'm gonna like piss myself in my seat. Alright, we're back. We are back, baby. Excellent. Now, a part of me in my soul wants to play Dawn of War. Kind of afraid. to play it on stream. And the reason for that, I've been talking to my coworkers about Dawn of War, and I know they watch stream. Not my stream, sorry. I know they watch streams, and I'm kind of worried they're gonna find my stream if I stream Dawn of War. Because there's only like 2 people usually streaming it at any given moment. And if I become one of the 2, there's a tiny chance, not like a huge chance by any means, but like a tiny chance that they'll find me. I don't think I want them to find. Oh, actually, I gotta show you guys something. Oh, wrong button. I gotta show you guys something super cool. So I redid my Psyker. My Psyker build is broken. I don't know if it's just me, but my Psyker build, at least for the event where you have like double the ammo capacity, my Psyker build is so stupid broken. Like, I do better shots than if I was a veteran. It's actually insane. But I'm gonna take a quick piss, and I'll be right back. So give me just a moment. I shall BRB. BRB. Sorry, y'all. I was peeing. Some pee splashed on my leg. But I'm back. Hello, everybody. Kitsune says, just took a shower and I have a story. As you all may or may not have noticed, I took a sabbatical like my dear Papa Taku. Thank you, son. That was because I was gathering a story for Papa Taku. I will definitely come across as a gardening instrument this time. Oh, Kitsune, what happened? What happened in your story, Kitsune? Spill the tea. Let's hear it. Also, yeah, I was taking a piss. There was actually pee splash on my leg. I hopped in like the shower for a second just to like lather up some soap and wash my leg. It was one of those ones where like, you know, every once in a while, like a little bit drop of pee like lands on your leg. It's whatever. But sometimes you can feel that it's like a big drop and you're just kind of like, yeah. Anywho, but Kitsune says, I met a lady. Me and lady are no longer together. What happened, Kitsune? What happened in your journey of romance? Giggle says, Taku, I love that whenever you run to the bathroom, you give us long, drawn out updates. What can I say? I try. I don't know why I'm updating you guys on my bathroom stuff, actually. Raise an excellent point. But yes, why no longer together? I support your relationship rights and wrongs. I need to know what happened. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking about piss, which is not the best topic. Well, miscommunication, gaslighting, and many problems. She was gaslighting you? Wait. Sorry, real quick. This guy named himself Fat Shark. It's not even Fat Shark. This dude literally named himself Fat Shark. Now that's a top tier. But yeah, what was gaslighting? Dude, I can't handle gaslighting. Gaslighting drives me nuts. I only had to deal with it once. Damn, dude. It's tough. Hold on. I'm not doing the best to display my cool build. Trust me on this? This Psyker build? I don't know if you can tell, but it's better than my veteran build. Maybe I'm not like mowing down with like one shot or anything. But that's me. Especially for Psyker, it's a pretty good build. I'm playing Bullet Psyker currently. We started talking as friends, which is nice. Ooh, nice. Talking led to some very choice words, which led to me taking an 8-hour bus ride to go visit her for a weekend. Wait, so then how did you guys meet? Did you guys meet like online then? How did this happen? I don't think I've met anybody IRL that I initially met, that I met first online. Ooh. Got him. Oh. I feel like I'm lagging. Very lightly. I also feel like I didn't rinse my hands very good. My hands still feel kind of sticky. Like, I still have soap in my hands. The weekend was great. Many memories. So true. Walk us through, pretty please. We're ready. Yes, online. Rated 21 plus. Oh my.
Focus on duty and
But nice. Was it through stream? Mayhaps. Did you true me through stream? Mayhaps. Ooh, I don't know about armor piercing. Oh, we're good. Never mind. My good build is still good. Nice. Nice. I'm trying to think of the furthest I went. The furthest I went to visit somebody was like 8-hour trip, I think? 8 or 10. I can't remember when I... Back in college... that's kind of long. I don't know if I want to get into that story, actually. Yeah, I don't... that story's way too long to explain. Never mind. Forget I said something. Ooh. Kill that foul okay. And if the weekend is good, when did the problems happen? I think Kitsune is still typing the story, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm waiting for the next update. Because I don't think I have any interesting stories on my end that relate to this. Like, I've talked at length about a gaslighting friend I used to have. I don't know if I mean, I guess I can tell that story again while we await for the Kitsune update. Oh, Kitsune says, there we go. During the weekend, we talked about what we were. Human. Probably. Something along the line of friends for a... Oh, hold on. Something along the lines of friends for a long-term relationship. Mind you, I did like her and wanted a proper relationship. Told her I was talking with other people. She was okay with that. Spoke about it repeatedly. She repeatedly said it was fine. Ah. So was it like you thought that you guys were on the same page, but in reality she had an expectation that you were not going to talk to other people or something like that? I don't know. It's kind of tough though. I was talking with Giggles the other day. What were we talking about? Something about when I was on my date from a dating app, the girl I was on the date with was talking about like how her other Bumble matches were going. And I wasn't sure whether or not that was like appropriate, kind of, you know, or sorry, maybe appropriate's not the right word. I wasn't sure if it was in acceptable etiquette to be talking about other dates you're going on or whatever, you know? I kind of feel like it's kind of bad etiquette. I think Giggles was saying that it's like fine because you guys aren't like exclusive or know each other like that yet, but isn't it bad etiquette? I feel like it's bad etiquette. I mean, I guess it's different for everybody, but I don't know. I mean, it's one thing if you're like trying to set that expectation, though. Be like, yeah, you're not the only person I'm talking to, you know. But I don't know. Hold on, I'm just trying not to die correctly. Hold on. Damn it, that got me. Oh, I'm down. Had an experience that relates to this? Feel free to share to Crusader. Giggle says, was she like you wanted to be... You said you wanted to be with me. Why is this girl texting you? Oh. Hold on, sorry. Hold up. Okay. Was she like you said you wanted to be with me? Why is this girl texting you? You said you weren't talking to anyone else. I'm just guessing. Love talking about it. Been on interesting. I asked. Been on any interesting dates lately? Oh, that's an interesting one. I'm kind of the guy that, for the most part, I don't really want to know. I mean, if you're going on a date with me, I go on dates so infrequently that I'm not going to be dating more than one person at a time. It's just never going to happen. So, and on top of that, I don't really like, I don't know. To me, there's something that doesn't feel right for me to date multiple at once. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. I just, for me personally, I just don't really do it. But, Kitsune says, so we were chill, but I started talking to her like we were... Oh, I'm lagging hard. I started talking to her like we were beginning a relationship. She later told me that she found it weird and it made her feel bad when she talked to other guys, so I stopped. She'd tell me about other people hitting on her and one particular guy who she talked to a lot. I didn't mind, but also didn't share any of mine apart from when I was with her for the weekend. Yay! Hold up. Hold up. I'm on the brink of death. It might not seem like it. I'm on the brink. Hold up. There's a lot of very dangerous individuals that just spawned. That killed me. Anywho, started talking to her like we were in a relationship. Also didn't share any of mine. Okay. Now that I'm reading it a little more in depth, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong just yet, though. I mean, as long as you guys are on the same page. You know. She doesn't want to begin a relationship because it makes her feel bad. Or she doesn't want you talking like you guys are beginning a relationship because it makes her feel bad. Understandable. Talking about people hitting on her is fine too. Giggle says, in my head, during the first few dates, the expectation is that you were talking to other people until we discuss otherwise. Feels really possessive otherwise. LOL. I like starting out chill that way. Yeah, understandable. Understandable. Crusader says, sadly, I need to go, so I'll have to rematch this in a few hours. Kitsune, I'm saddened that you went through such a confusing situationship. Hope you don't beat yourself up for it. So true. So true. Thank you for your kindness, Crusader. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. I hope you have a wonderful night, Crusader. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by, Crusader. Thank you for stopping by. Ooh. What up? Ah! I thought I dodged that. I know I'm getting really far from the team, but damn, that's rough. You know, maybe my veteran was better after all. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm having like a server connection error or something. That would explain the kind of weird stuttering I'm seeing. What the hell? Ooh. Missed the moment. Nobody saw that. I'm gonna switch to veteran. But Kitsune says, we then talked about what sort of proper long-term relationship we wanted, mentioned I was kind of exploring right now. Considering I was talking with other people, I told her I was sort of exploring poly ATP at this point, but still very monogamous. She said she wasn't interested in poly, and I held my ground as monogamish. Monogamish is funny, though, not gonna lie. She wasn't rocking with it. I said, "Aight." Understandable. I mean, not everyone is interested in a polyationship or a monogamish. But I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's important to explore what you want. But if she knows that polyamory is not her thing, then, then she knows, Talked about distance. She never mentioned coming to visit, just me going over to hers. Irked me, and the convo kind of died because the trip is tough every few weeks. So, is she interested then? Or is she just like... Oh, what the hell is this? Players have 20% reduced ability cooldown. I'll take more enemies. So, I'm confused. What was she getting from this, then? I mean... Is it just that... she wanted to be, like, a friends with benefits type thing? Or... Welcome into Crusader again! And I've returned and brought a buddy. Welcome in, Crusaders buddy. This is me, the Taku. Don't let the cutesy appearance fool you. I'm deranged. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's Lay Cool. Or it's La Coule. But welcome in, buddy. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. Do you play Darktide by chance? Kitsune's... Oh, so currently, to catch you up at Buddy, we're talking about Kitsune's love life. Apparently, he's interested in a friends with benefits, but she's not into him the same way, so he's kind of like, okay, well, in terms of a long-term relationship, I'm exploring polyamory or being monogamish. And she wasn't rocking with that. Which is fair. That's pretty fair. But friends with benefits, I don't know. I mean, I've never been in a friends with benefits type thing. But, I mean, I imagine it can be a little... a little difficult to communicate being on the same page, I would imagine. You know? You know what I mean?
Takes tough people to live on others' waste.
But at this point, I didn't want to date her anymore, because sometimes we'd talk and she'd be pissed at me. which was rough. Wait, why would she be pissed off at you, though? Is it just because you're seeing other people, or... Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you guys can be friends with benefits and whatever, but if she's not interested in a relationship, she shouldn't be telling you what to do or what not to do, you know? It's like... You know what I mean? You understand. And it'd come out of nowhere, too. Ugh. Yeah. It depends what she's mad at, though. Sometimes reasonable crash out, but it depends on what the crash out is, though. It depends what the crash out is. And I'd say dumb stuff sometimes, but a lot of the time there was miscommunication. Was any of her conflict that she brings up ever in relation to, like, seeming like she was jealous or anything like that? Or did you get, like, jealous mad, or just, like, mad you didn't text or something? Or, I mean, I guess that's kind of... I don't know if that's fair either. Because, I mean, if you guys are friends with benefits, you're not entitled to your time, necessarily. I mean, I guess I'm kind of just spitballing here. I don't actually know what the argument was, but... Ooh, ho, ho. Dude, this whole map is just covered in fire. It's actually insane. Absolutely insane. I will say, though, I brought this up briefly, but I did have a gaslighting friend back in college. She was like... Now, this might sound kind of harsh, but she was like very... She was very... inappropriately entitled to my time. I don't know a nicer way to put it, but like, if I didn't talk to her every 2 days, she'd get like really like upset about it, and it's kind of deranged. We weren't in a relationship or a situationship or anything even remotely of the sort, so I don't know, man. But Buddy says, I'll keep the stream going in the back, but time for For Honor? You know, I was actually thinking about that game earlier today, but I hope you guys have fun. I don't remember who my main is in For Honor, but it's that guy that does the counters. There's like one of the default character samurai guys. He does a bunch of counters. That's my main. But I hope you enjoy your work. Thank you for joining us and keeping the stream running in the background. Thank you, thank you. Not really know where she had a concussion. Damn. She said it affected her mood, but I feel like one can't blame all outbursts on an injury. Sometimes take responsibility, you know? So true. So true. I do think that there's a line, like, I feel like when it comes to like outbursts, you can't really, if you have like some level of concussion, I feel like that's not really controllable. But if you have like, or sorry, harder to control, but if you have a normal mood afterwards, you still have the ability to apologize, you know? You know what I mean, man? Hold on. Currently mag dumping. There's so many guys around this corner. Oh, my bad. Absolute mag dumpy right now. I really love this new bolt gun variant. It's so cool. Oh, I killed somebody. Insane. Okay, let's stand back here for a second. Insane. don't know how that Ogren is just staying down there. Oh, wait. Oh, my bad. Oh, shoot. I was following somebody. I thought I was following the Zealot, but it turns out I was following an enemy. That I was trying to support the team. I didn't realize that the Zealot was far behind. I just screwed up. Alright, well, we're dead. Okay. And was she like that pre-injury? I met her post-injury. She'd been injured at least 3 months before we met, and we were together for 2 months. I was also very understanding of her outbursts, too. So, I'm confused. So, you guys were a couple? Or were not a couple? And recently, though, she started getting mad at me about everything. We just lost. She started getting mad at me about everything and started acting entitled to my attention. Like... Yeah, I feel like if you shoot your shot and they say no, I feel like they're not... I mean, I just feel like this isn't a very controversial opinion, but they're very much not entitled to your time or affections. If you expressed an interest and they declined, you know? I don't know, man. And Kitsune says, you know what, Discord call after stream? I'm actually leaving some stuff out. Giggles. I'm gonna invite Giggles as well. Giggles, would you like to join this? This Discord call after stream? We're about 30 minutes from stream end, or thereabouts. But yeah, I can have a little bit of a listen. I can have a listen. I am interested in where the story's going. But I do want to hear. Excellent. Excellent. I don't know. Giggles is also a lot better with people stuff. I hope it's okay if I invite Giggles. But I don't know. When it comes to people and dealing with... I'll take this one. What the... Oh. Ogren was right behind me. I don't know. I feel like she's very much not entitled to your attention. I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing if you guys are like an item. Then she is. But, I mean, if you guys are just friends with benefits, I mean, she's not really entitled to it, you know? But Kitsune says, anyone is free to join TBH, don't want to spam it all in chat. Okay. Excellent, excellent. I shall take a listen. And we definitely weren't exclusive, okay. As long as that much is clear. As long as that much is crystal clear. I'm gonna try a new gun, by the way. This might go really well, or I might look like a fool on stream. So, if I look like a fool the moment I spawn in, it's because I don't normally use this gun. What? I spawned into all bots?
The worse the living, the better.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I see. All right. Have I done this mission before?
Tough people to live on others' waste.
Get your carcasses moving to the bazaar. We need cipher eyes.
Is this the last mission I did?
Watch my back.
Oh yeah, I think it is. Damn it. This mission sucks. Dude, this gun sucks. This gun is actual trash. Look at this absolute mag dump. I'm almost dead. This gun shoots Nerf darts. This gun sucks. Why does it take like... we're gonna pretend I didn't see that. Or we're gonna pretend we didn't see that. But Appy says, I'm gonna go hit the hay now. Good night, Taku. Good night, everyone. Good night, Appy. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful night, Appy. It ended terribly. As most relationships do. Actually, how do you guys feel about being friends with exes? A yay or a nay? And how do you feel about your partners being friends with their exes? And good night, Appy. See you tomorrow. Who's dressing up for Halloween? Not me. We did mention this kind of earlier on in stream, but no, my only plan is to stay inside at night for Halloween, and I'm probably gonna stream too. So for that reason, I don't know. I mean, I'd probably dress up if I had like a video camera, and you guys could like see me IRL on stream. I have no plans to do so though, so but if I already was an IRL streamer, I'd probably dress up a little bit. I don't know who I'd dress up as. I'd probably dress up as like an e-girl. I'd dress up like Belle Delphine or something. Yo, I look nothing like Belle Delphine, to be very clear. Let's see. Wouldn't it be funny? Now, you guys, many of you haven't seen me IRL, but I very much... I'm a dude. I'm very dude built, dude coded. Looking like an e-girl would not go well for me. E-girl Velma, ooh!
Quiet. It always is until the killing begins.
You know, you're kind of cooking. You are kind of cooking, not gonna lie. Also, I think these guys that are with us... Oh, wait, never mind. 2 bots. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they're in a party. Based on the symbol, but I guess not. But Ghost is gonna be a lion, nice. I'm friends with most of mine, really? Cool. So when I see the internet makes it seem like nobody's friends with their exes, and anytime they are, that it just doesn't end well for some reason. I mean, not to say that this is like some kind of universal experience by any means, but... Hold on, reloading! Oh, I screwed up with that. That was stupid. Have to step away, e-girl. I need to see you as an e-girl. E-girl Velma would be such a fun... That would be such a fun Halloween costume. You don't understand, I know a few people that are... This isn't the hit on e-girls by any means, by the way. I'm just saying that it would be funny if I was dressed up as one, because I don't think I can pull it off at all. But that's a stretch. Oh, wait, hold on. Where's this? Oh, my bad. I missed a bunch of messages. Hold up. We're getting kind of swamped, though. Give me just a second. I got a mag dump real quick. Hold up. So many enemies. Let's see. I can see being cordial or on good terms or regular communication or being good friends, and venting to them, heavy emotional support, reminiscing. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I would expect if you were friends with an ex, right? Surely. That's a stretch. I do have someone I do that with, but only because I knew her for a long time before dating. The door is low-key open, though, or they're older and dated decades ago, so it kind of doesn't matter much. I think it... I don't know. Like, if I just dodged into that. If I was dating a girl that was friends with their ex, I don't know if I'd be comfortable with that. It depends how close they are, though. If they're, like, talking all the time, I think I'm good. Hard pass. But if they're just, like, they roam in the same circles and sometimes they end up in group activities together or something, then it's like... It kind of depends. Oh, dude! Okay, so I read this Reddit story the other day. This girl was wondering, she said that her boyfriend had let the boyfriend had let in the ex-boyfriend into her apartment. I know that's kind of weirdly worded. Like, basically, this girl shares an apartment with her boyfriend, and while this girl was at work, her current boyfriend let her ex-boyfriend into the apartment to, like, to plant some kind of surprise or something like that, even though the boyfriend is well aware that the girl hates the ex-boyfriend. Anyways, so now you might be wondering why that is, or why you might be wondering why the ex-boyfriend even allowed that to happen. And supposedly, it's because the ex-boyfriend, sorry, the boyfriend was enjoying toying with the ex-boyfriend and making the ex-boyfriend think that he still had a shot with the girl. And he would create multiple, like, online personas to try to, like, egg him on, to try to get the ex-boyfriend to go after the girl or something. It's hard to explain, but I hope I'm explaining it well enough. But it was genuinely deranged. Genuinely deranged. I don't remember what the post was called. But yeah. Imagine trying to get your girlfriend's ex-boyfriend to chase your girlfriend. It's very bizarre. Well. I wonder if this guy we're playing with knows that I'm streaming and having a whole conversation with you guys. He's just dead on the ground and I'm busy having this entire conversation. Oh, damn it. I didn't see that guy. Okay. Oh, might be done for? Might not be? I need to reload, that's the problem. If I can reload, we're fine. Damn it. Hold up. I'm surprised this Malin guy didn't, like, leave. I would have left. Hold up. Literally the last one alive. Last player. That isn't a computer. Hold up. Okay, run, run. We're almost there. Mag dump harder. Oh, we're dry. We're dry. Oh, damn it, I thought I dodged it. No! We're gonna pretend that the last 10 minutes never happened. Let me catch up on chats here. Friends of opposite sex is different, but an ex, so true. Womp womp, maybe the boyfriend and the ex were hooking up. Because why? Evil? That man had too much time on his hands. That's so true. Like, I don't know, why would you... You know, like, where do you get off? You know, in getting your... I don't know. Anyways. But I consider the boyfriend as evil and dangerous. TBH, so true. I think she broke up with him. He's putting his partner in a possibly dangerous situation. Exactly. I'm pretty sure they broke up. So, all's well that ends well, I guess. I don't know. It was deranged, man. It was absolutely deranged. But, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I have enough time to do one more, so I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to hop over to Discord at Giggles at Kitsune. If you guys wanted to hop over for... And anybody else wants to hop over for Kitsune's explanation, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys all for joining me tonight for a wonderful stream back. Thank you to Appy, Mandy, Kitsune, Giggles, Crusader, Hurricane, and Crusader's friend, It's Like Cool. Thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Currently, the stream schedule's up in the air. I'm not really sure what we're doing this week. The plan is to still stream Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. The schedule's up in the air, but I'm pretty much going to play by ear and do what I feel best suits the day for me personally as we ease back into the stream schedule. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday or on Discord in 5 minutes, or less than 5. All right. Adios, y'all. Good night. 3, 2, 1. And thank you to Tommy and Dakong over on YouTube. Okay. Good night for real. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you to Dakong. Thank you all. Good night, everybody.